The stranger is dangerous. The stranger is the unknown, unfamiliar, potential offender, thief, molester, murderer, undeclared, potentially offendable, friend, lover, customer. The familiar can be contemptible, but the stranger deserves only caution, uncertainty, not certain hostility. The hearth that welcomes the stranger risks regret, destructive error, but also chances greater regard, unstrangering the stranger, rendering them familiar, perhaps even profitable. To open the door is an offering, sacrificing safety and certainty, permitting the entry of violence, rewarded when strangers bear blessings, or forbear from their curses. Young Hermes was given the guidance of herds as an office and gift from Apollo, which we might think a jest after his famous theft, but it really does naturally follow. Quite unlike cows or sheep, which are obstinate beasts, more inclined to stand still or to wander, than to follow a guide, which is why most must drive, pushing herds so they'll move as desired. Ah, but Hermes can coax without dog stick or rope, and make reticent beasts do his bidding. He led cows to their slaughter and made them walk backward, before he wore more than his swaddling. Now, with station and staff, he can guide beast or man, and deliver them out of their perils. And when herders beseech, he can certainly teach how to wield those same feats with less power. With his son, rustic Pan, he can offer a hand to the goat girl, the cowherd, or shepherdess. And as I've implied, he can help leaders guide more intelligent creatures in masses. Just as much when one's strayed and they're lost and afraid, Hermes finds and retrieves those gone missing. For he knows all the roads and where wanderers might go, and can spot a lost lamb in an instant. Now you might think to ask, if he's so wise and fast, how could any poor creature go ranging? If we've prayed for his help and made offerings as well, why would Hermes let lambs get endangered? Well, you see, here's the hitch. Hermes is god of tricks, and of motion and knowledge and changes. So if one of the flock wants to go for a walk, well then how can he be aught but gracious? And once they've had their fun, then the herd god can come and step in with a glorious rescue. So we'll doubly embrace our poor prodigal strays, and the god who's both wrangler and rustler. How will the contest unfold? How will dice roll? How will cards draw? How will the strategies flow? What will be known? Who will be bold? An outcome is not foreordained, except to the fates, till each game is played. No numbers decide in advance, no, not even chance. The game's in our hands. While averages favor the trained and those with fine traits like functional brains, each match is a chance for upset. No one has won yet till battle is met. Since none who won't play ever wins, you have to attend with hope and intent. Some victors are just those who showed or rose to oppose irresolute foes. The game is the fun of the game, the rhythms of play, the joy players make. Oft lost when the stakes rise too high, just one reason why we should not play with lives. But even with much on the line, it's play that decides when fairly defined. With exceptions where everyone wins. They're rare but exist. Play those when you can. The Muses tell that once, just once, busy Hermes took vacation, put away his tools of office, delegated all his duties, notified Olympus mighty, and took off walking, free and jobless. He couldn't go to somewhere foreign, every land was too familiar, traveled to a distant island, somewhere he was never worshipped, sunned and swam and studied wildlife, ate and drank and studiously idled, and hated nearly every second, always thinking on improvements, projects he could give to followers, work that he could handle better, places he'd not seen in seconds, tales and crises he was missing, flowers opening, folk growing older, conversations unheard passing, planets turning and transforming, and him retiring, not intruding. They say he lasted 80 minutes, ere he cried, "Vacation ended," returned once more to active service, pleasing many, shocking no one, vowing never again would he seek relief away from labor, awful, clawing, dull inaction, robbing him of loved immersion. He does at times still pause and idle, resting, feasting, gaming, talking. But these delays are not vacations. Hermes always stays on duty. In this way, he steals the moments, not has moments stolen from him.